Shane. I'm the Great.
I'm a spoiler.
Dave Tigerman Smith.
All right, Dave. What else you got for us, man?
Sticking with the theme, we got from the Wave 2 of the KRE-O G.I. Joe, we have the Dojo. This is actually the biggest set out of the second wave. I found it on clearance at Toys R Us for $30.
Wow.
Regularly retailing at $70. So that's a good $40, discount. I love this set. It comes with one of my favorite vehicles, his tank.
Excuse me.
Comes with Destro, Baroness, a new Snake Eyes. They didn't just package the same old Snake Eyes from the first wave. They actually gave us a new design.
And the weird thing about that is that they used the Wave 2 toy Snake Eyes.
Which is the Snake Eyes that most people know.
I don't know.
Well, in the cartoons and
the cartoons, the first he was released in his original costume.
Yeah.
In the cartoons, and then he met Timber, and then in the '85 wave. Well, either way, they released him in reverse. KRE-O did. So his Wave 2 line here is his Wave 1 line from Hasbro.
But most people know more of his Wave 2 look. The whole ninja hood thing.
I don't know. It's possible.
I mean,
I only know it from knowing everything about G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay.
But he also gets Timber in there. And they actually released a figure of the Hard Master, too.
That's awesome. Right off the bat, I helped Dave put this one together. And my most favorite piece, and something that I haven't seen Lego do yet, is this light up piece. I'll show it to you guys a little bit closer, but it's really awesome. Just simple as putting a little bit of light bulb technology in there and stand out. And as far as bang for your buck, I think this is the way to go. I mean, maybe it's because I'm a big G.I. Joe fan.
Oh, the G.I. Joes are cool, and that's why I'm surprised I jumped on the G.I. Joe KRE-Os before he did.
You know, with me and G.I. Joes, I love them. They're my thing. But I think that being a completionist, I want to finish up the whole line of the classics first.
Yeah.
Before I start taking other steps.
Yeah. And I remember when I first showed you it, you were like, that's awesome, but I love Lego. You didn't want to cheat on Lego.
And that's a big problem for me, man. It is. And I'm like that, and I won't change. I mean, like, I play PlayStation. I feel like if I play an Xbox, I'm cheating on PlayStation.
Yeah.
And they're inanimate objects. I'm a Marvel fan. I feel like if I read DC, I'm cheating on Marvel.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's kind of silly, but it's just the way I am. And I know there's lots of people that are ignorant like me when it comes to collecting.
It's not ignorant. It's just you'd rather not venture out.
This is true. And
fine.
Based on the collection connection, you guys can see that when I get a fancy for something, I go all out with it. So I'm really reluctant to try new things just because I don't want to get what I call infected by some new thing and have to go and I'm a completionist too, so I get infected by something. I want them all, and I don't sleep well at night, and I don't rest easy until I have all of them. So therefore, I'm very reluctant to venture into new territory.
And I'm totally the opposite.
Oh yeah,
I jump straight into whatever.
Definitely.
So this set actually took us quite a bit to put together too.
It did, but maybe an hour and a half build.
Yeah, and it was late. The pieces were kind of...
Big thing. Lego versus KRE-O. When you get Legos, you get a bunch of little bags on the inside, a bunch of little clear bags. Each clear bag is numbered.
With some sets. The DC superhero one that we actually just reviewed, that one didn't do it.
Oh, really?
But
it's a small set, though.
Yeah. But still, it's kind of one of those things where they could have, the Star Wars Rebels ones actually did, though.
There you go.
This one would have been a lot easier if they did label their bags instead of putting half of the his tank in with part of the dojo and then 3 different bags of the dojo. It would have been a lot easier of a build to do it, and it probably would have took us about a third of the time.
Definitely. So what do you like about this set, Miles?
I like that this dude with the staff.
It's like Kankura?
Kankura.
It's actually just the.
Oh, it's just Gray Ninjas,
yeah.
Huh? Okay.
I like how this one, you can like use the stick to do this. Whee! And then go over and over again. I also like Snake Eyes. And the wolf.
Does Snake Eyes talk to his wolf? What does he say to the wolf?
Nothing. Because he doesn't usually talk.
Oh, you got it. You passed the trick question. Spoiler alert. 2 hit points in nerd cred just increased. We'll do some close-ups in a minute, but it came with, I mean, for $30 you get all those minifigs, and when we did our minifig special, we didn't have any of these to review, did we?
We had a couple.
We had a couple. I like the hip swivel that they have. They have a little bit of leg swivel, almost on a ball and socket. A little bit more articulation than your typical Lego minifigs. Oh, an actual hip swivel.
Yeah.
There is an actual hip swivel, and a little bit of upper leg swivel or something.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot more articulation than regular Lego minifigures. They could have actually went further to make them not really look like Legos, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you know what would have been cool if they would have did like the what was that Marvel line that released?
Yeah.
That has the really high articulation in
it. The blind bags.
Yeah, there were the blind bags released by
it was Mega
Blocks.
Yeah.
Those Mega Blocks were just awesome. The articulation on those figures.
Yeah, I mean, these are really cool, and I do feel like you do get a little bit more bang than Lego.
Oh, as far as a toy and playing with and all that stuff, definitely.
Yeah. Again, this actually retails for $70. I just got lucky and found it on clearance. But still, this probably would have been a $90 to $100 set if Lego put it out. Definitely. I think that's fair.
G.I. Joe's been struggling lately. It really hurts me because they're my favorite line of all time. And they just got to do something they've got to put out some kind of new thing to get the kids involved.
They haven't really had a regular show on for a while.
I mean, they had the Renegades on a few years back. And it really, in my opinion, it appealed to me in an older audience because they had like that A-Team feel going on with the show, where the G.I. Joes were like soldiers of fortune trying to bring Cobra down, and therefore it made sense that Cobra could exist and not get taken out like by USA or the United Nations because they were an entity in. Yeah. So, and the G.I. Joes were like ex-soldiers. Totally A-Team status, and it made sense that G.I. Joe, that Cobra wouldn't just get wiped out suddenly. But back to the subject of this, and we're going to do some close-ups now. We'll start with this tower, and I was really impressed by this. It's got the light technology in it. It's got a little drawer in the back. It's got jewels inside or other things, and as you can see here, you press this little red button and you have the light up feature from the front of it. It's got like a sword inside, so I guess that's the special magic sword or something, and it's got the torches in front and the steps that come up. Pagoda style roof. Looks awesome. Okay. Snake Eyes motorcycle. Put the figures where I can reach them, Miles. Snake Eyes motorcycle, sword attachments on it, the Arashikage label. It looks like it's got a little bit of shock action in the front and rear. The tires are actually rubber. They are not hard plastic. So it's a cool motorcycle, and he fits on it well. So that's important. Take a look at Snake Eyes, and this would be a Hasbro version 1 Snake Eyes, but it's the second version out in the KRE-O. And he's got his Uzi with a massive silencer on the front. And the actual explosive pack, you can see here that the G1 Snake Eyes 82 and 83 1.5 came out with. Cool figure. Next we have, and they're the same, so I'm only going to hold up one, the Gray Ninjas. And as we were telling you, they've got the waist articulation that you don't have in Lego minifigs, and a little bit of, they can a little bit of splits going on. That the Lego minifigs only have the straight up and down articulation. This has got a lot more movement. No knee articulation, but I mean it's a minifig. Just the little bit extra that they give you, you can put them in the kung fu poses, so that's awesome.
Another thing I really love about the KRE-Os is kind of like the custom guns. They'll have like the same gun for everyone, but they'll throw in little attachments that you can attach and making it a completely different gun. Which I don't know why Lego hasn't really come up with anything like that for it.
It's true. Baroness, like I said, great articulation. Really cool gun. Nice hair. What, Miles? Okay. Come with Timber. Snake Eyes is Wolf. He kind of reminds me of Dog Pound, just because he's got that thicker build. Hollow underneath. He's got the holes in his feet, so he can stick onto pegboards. That's cool. And then, let's see, Destro. This is my favorite figure in the set. He's got his classic silver head, his gun. I wish it would have been a little bit more like his original, just a pistol style. But he does have his briefcase here, which is loosely based on the backpack he had that you can fit the pistol inside. But he's got the red jewel on his chest, the leg stripes. Cool figure.
Now, fun fact, Destro was never actually part of Cobra. He was just a weapon supplier.
He was. He was a mercenary weapon supplier.
And then he just somehow started banging the Baroness.
Good times, huh? Headmaster. Headmaster has a really cool backpack. I don't have all the swords in there, but you can fit a sword down here, a sword here, and a sword up and down. If you put the up and down sword in, though, then you can't have the hat on. And the hat is a real cool throwback to, as you can see the blades on it. It reminds me of a really classic kung fu movie called The Master of the Flying Guillotine. So you haven't had a chance to get into the kung fu yet, and we're going to get you there.
That hat has been gimmicked in a lot of different things too. James Bond with Odd Job, and also with that one guy from Mortal Kombat.
Was that Raiden?
Not Raiden. It was Liu Kang's ancestor.
Oh, okay.
Forget his name off the hand.
The Hiss Tank. Cool.
Kung Lao. His name was Kung Lao.
Oh, okay. Individual moving guns here.
The cool thing with this is they also use the tank treads.
Definitely. In the back.
Also comes with a Gatling gun. In the Wave 1 of the figures of this line, they actually released something similar to his tank, which I was really excited about because, once again, the his tank is one of my favorite vehicles. But this one really blows it out of the water.
The tread action.
The Master actually has two swords. He used the golden one as well.
Okay, and now I'm just going to zoom the camera in on the actual base here. And then we'll have the boys flip it around. Okay, can you guys open the front gates on there? You should do one at a time. There we go.
And this thing comes down so.
So it's got the pagoda action on top.
And then axes could fall down and strike whoever breaks in.
You want to flip it so we can see the other side?
Some stone sword. No.
Okay. Over here. Those little axes he was talking about, almost like a guard for the front entry. Little practice dummy. Psi weapons, and up on top there's a little weapons lookout where you can have people keep your eyes peeled for possible invading ninjas. So it's a nice little headquarters. Definitely a nice headquarters for your ninja action. So as you can see, so we've taken a look at a lot of Lego sets lately, Miles. Well, how do you think this one goes versus the Lego sets we saw? The one with Batman, the Star Wars TIE Fighter one. Which one of these sets do you think you would actually have the most fun with?
Probably this one and the Star Wars Rebels one.
The Star Wars Rebel one. And why do you think those two? What to a 7-year-old boy? What appeals to you most about those two kids?
Well, you can have like a little army with these dudes and like stack them up, make them go like slow motion. And with the TIE Fighter, you can like shoot from close range. Like you can be these dudes against them, like against one gigantic ship.
So you would have like a G.I. Joe Star Wars crossover battle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna do right now.
If Dave lets you. We'll see. Okay. So yeah, $30. $30. So
on clearance.
On clearance, definitely on clearance. But still $30.
Yeah.
So I mean
I think I pretty much made out like Cobra on this one.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely mercenary status on this one. Okay, hey man, it's got my vote.
The only way I could have got a better price if I actually just walked out with it.
This is true. You know, I gotta say that out of the 3 sets we've reviewed most recently, even being a Lego purist, this is probably my favorite set.
Yeah, it's amazing the detail that they paid to like the original vehicles and everything like that.
And the figures too.
Yeah.
And the motorcycle.
The motorcycle's awesome too. Okay, so as we're wrapping this up, thanks a lot, Dave, for bringing these great products out, and looking forward to seeing what you can bring soon, as well as what I can bring. The more the merrier. With 2 of us, hardcore collecting nerds, bringing all kinds of stuff, you know, going together, you get twice the action on the show.
We're gonna have a couple more unboxings pretty soon too.
A couple more unboxings. Yeah, another G.I. Joe unboxing, but that'll be a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, so heads up, Miles, for the collection connection.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, and like. What should I say? I'm all spoiler.
Nate the Great.
Dave Tigerman Smith.
And thanks for watching. We're looking forward to seeing you soon.
Bye.